underemployed, unemployed adults who are living in poverty. That's one. And it's medical trainings. Two is arts programming that we do for kids who have been identified as underachieving in this district and in Hamden. So you're sitting in our art studio for our children. We are now actively working downstairs. We're designing a culinary training kitchen, a 100-seat cafeteria, and a cafe. So we're going to break through the wall in Winchester Avenue, and you will see next year an outdoor patio, which will be our cafe, a 100-seat cafeteria, and a training kitchen, where we will be training. The majority of those trainings will be ex-offenders. We have not done a good job of addressing the issue of ex-offenders. So that's next year. We're also building the Conncat Center at Lincoln Bassett School right now. We will be doing parent engagement, family engagement, community engagement in the Conncat Center. So Lincoln Bassett will look like this place here when you walk in September.
That's great.
All right, so that's just some things of note. But about 2 years ago, after having built this place, I met a woman who really started to make me really think differently about community. And she brought with her a booklet where she had this place in mind about 12 years ago. About 12 years ago, she had already had the idea and was working actively to create this place here 12 years ago. Just blew me away. Blew me away. And she and I have had subsequent meetings and conversations about community, about how to be better and how to do better. And she also has changed my worldview, and this is Miss Crystal Emery, who is back there. Thank you, Crystal, for being here. Her dream was to be called the Sankofa Cultural Arts Center, the Sankofa Cultural Arts Center, and that was 12 years ago. You were quite the visionary, Crystal. So for you to be here as well as her really does my heart a lot. It gives me joy, and I want you to know that. Okay. So we are here to talk about Freedom Summer, then and now. And what the impetus of the discussion for me was reading Stokely, this book called Stokely Carmichael's. Peniel Joseph wrote a book on Stokely Carmichael that you all, if you haven't read it, you really should read it. And I was struck by what went on in the 1960s, right? What folks did just to vote, what folks did. And then looking at what we do to each other now. You know, folks put their lives on the line for other people to vote in Mississippi. And now, in my opinion, folks put their lives on the line just to go to the store. And so I met with these two good brothers here, Shahid and Dr. Cohen. And I said, I want to have a conversation about Freedom Summer. This is the 50th anniversary of Freedom Summer. And I don't think we're talking about it at all. So let's put something together. We put this together in about an hour in my office, right? Sent out the press release, and you all are here. So what we're going to talk about is Freedom Summer, why, then, and where we are now. Okay? And we're going to have a frank discussion. Then Q&A after. You could ask anything you want of these two gentlemen after this discussion. Okay? I'm going to introduce them, and I'm not going to read their bios because it is too long and we don't have enough time. To the far right is Shahid Abdul Kareem. Mr. Kareem is an award-winning journalist who joined the New Haven Register staff in 2012 and has quickly, in my opinion, has positioned himself to be the voice of the black community. He's done an incredible job writing and changing the minds of people as they think about the issues in the black community. To my near right is Dr. Rodney Cohen. Dr. Cohen is the Assistant Dean of Yale College and Director of the Afro-American Cultural Center at Yale University. He has a whole bunch of degrees from a whole bunch of schools. I'm not going to get into that. You'll see when he talks, right? So we're going to have this conversation. Brothers, y'all.